Hello everyone, it's Cara. Welcome back to the Rambutina channel. Today we have a bit of a chill video, just talking through some of my finished objects, whips, November plans, all things crochet and knitting, and some other few exciting bits as well. So let's just jump right in, I guess. I have my little notes to the side here, so if I keep looking over here it's because I've got my little piece of paper with yeah, my notes. So let's start off with a finished object. So if you've been watching my weekly crochet vlogs, I was working on this two-tone hexagon style cardigan jump, but I turned it into a jumper. I still haven't weaved in the ends yet, I'm too lazy to do that, but I will do that someday. But yeah, this is the finished object, the finished jumper. So this is all that I had left from those two skeins of the Karen Simply Soft. Yeah, so that's all I had left, so I couldn't make full sleeves. They're kind of like 3/4 length sleeves, and the decrease worked really nicely. It's a nice fit, but yeah, it is a 3/4 length sleeve, but I don't mind that. I think it looks really cool still. Yeah, that's what it looks like, all joined in the middle for a little jumper. And yeah, this yarn is so soft and snuggly, and yeah, it's really nice to wear because it's just something that I could see myself just throwing on. Really simple, and it didn't end up too cropped actually. It's a nice size. But yeah, you'll probably see me wearing this in the future in one of my weekly crochet vlogs or something, so you can kind of see the fit a bit better once I've actually weaved in the ends as well. So yeah, really happy with that piece. And yeah, the colours are so nice, and this was using the yarn from the yarn swap with Ali Crochet. So thank you, Alice, for sending me this yarn. I absolutely love this project and I definitely want to purchase some more of that yarn. Yeah, that's another thing. If I do want to give this jumper longer sleeves, I can always just buy some more and add it on later if I feel like it. I'm dropping stuff all over the place. Okay, so that is one finished object done, and then obviously you saw my beret and the bandana from the yarn swap yarns that I finished in that weekly crochet vlog. So with the leftover yarn, so we've got this much of the, what is it, the James C. Brett Northern Lights. It's still got like a decent amount, and the same with the Kaboo yarn. It looks like I hardly touched these, but I managed to get 2 projects out of these already, and I thought these colours together, because they go very well together, I was thinking I could make a matching scarf to go, so I can wear it with the beret or the bandana. So combining these 2 yarns, I think I might have enough to make a scarf. And I know a pattern, a scarf pattern that is similar, I'm out of breath, that is similar to the beret I made. So I'm gonna try and find that pattern. It's super easy. I think it is literally just double crochets in rows, and then every now and again you have like the 2 puffs, puff stitches, like 3 times in the row, if that makes sense, but I will show that in a video. So that is my plan for this month. I will make a matching scarf to go with the beret / bandana, so that's really exciting. Okay, so while we're on the yarn swap yarns, let me talk about another project that I want to get done this month using the yarn swap. I just said that, yarn swap yarns, so you'll see it in a weekly crochet vlog. So my sister got me this book, this Unicorns, Dragons and More Fantasy Amigurumi. It's like the 2nd book. She got this for me for my birthday, I believe, so I haven't used it. Yet, and I really want to crochet a dragon. It's so cute, the little sleeping dragon. So I'm gonna use the big chunky like fluffy yarn. Yeah, so this is the one that I realized is very similar to the Aldi baby yarn. So I've got loads of Aldi baby yarn. You can see my shelf there, and I am going to make a baby little sleeping dragon out of these big chunky fluffy yarns. So yeah, I might have to buy some stuffing for that because I reckon it will end up pretty big, because you know, these amigurumi patterns, they usually use, I think, DK weight yarn, or maybe even smaller than that. So I'm going to be using, you know, chunky, really chunky yarn. So it's going to be a pretty big dragon, which I'm very excited about. So it's a nice plushy size. I haven't decided on what colours yet, but I'm definitely going to use the white that Alice sent me and also the pink. And then I will just grab one of my colours from the shelf. Move you over a bit so you can see. So yeah, I don't know if to use, it would be really cool to use this variegated one, but yeah, we'll decide later on. Hopefully I can get to that. Well, no, because I'm planning next week to just focus on knitting, so probably the week after that I will do this and also the scarf made from this. It's going to be a very pink week, which is amazing. Okay, so that's all the yarn swap plans, well, all the planned projects for the yarn swap yarns. I still have some more yarn from the yarn swap that I haven't got an idea for yet, but we will get to it. So what is next? Let's quickly show you some new yarn that I picked up. I know I'm not supposed to be buying yarn. Where has it gone? But I found these in Poundland. So 3 for £2 in Poundland. It's the Knitting Essentials Streamers DK in a different colour. This one is in the colour... It's got many names. Bright 2? But yeah, these are 50 gram balls. You get 150 meters, 100% acrylic, and yeah, I needed to pick this one up obviously because look at all those fun colors, and I can use it in my mood blanket. And I actually saw this yarn on a TikTok, and I will have that linked in the description box below so you can see that TikTok where I found this yarn. I was like, I have to check if my Poundland has this yarn, and they did, and they had loads of it. And I was like, okay, we'll just pick up 3 for now, but we don't know, I might want to knit something with this because I think a knitted jumper would look so cool in this yarn and with these colours. It's super colourful, but yeah, this is gonna look nice in my mood blanket. So now I've got another variegated yarn for my mixed days, and I actually want to use it next. So I'm still slowly working on my mood blanket. Let me try and sort this out. There we go. So I did these 3 today. I need to put one more here. I think it needs to be green again. Green for Overjoyed, and then after that, so next to this one, will be mixed. So I think this colour would look really nice there. So yeah, really excited about that. But yeah, so I'll keep one skein for my mood blankets, and then maybe I really want to try knitting with this yarn. So then now let's get into the knitting updates, because there's been quite a lot of progress since I last updated you on. So the last time you saw me knitting, I was working on this, and I've since finished it off. Let's see, is that the right way up? So this is the Aldi baby yarn, and I was using 8mm knitting needles with this, and it's just a standard stockin knit. Is that how you say it, where it's knit and purl? So my plan for this was to make a jumper, but once I started doing it, and when I was getting to the end of it, I kind of wasn't feeling it anymore, because basically, yeah, in my last video, in my last weekly vlog where you saw me doing this, you saw me transfer it onto my circular needles. Oh, also thank you so much for everyone commenting the difference between circular and cable. It makes so much sense now, I understand. So cable has the wire, and then no, I'm getting it wrong. Circular needles have the wire and cable needles are for cable stitches. Obviously, for some reason I was getting confused with cable being the circular knitting needles because the wire, I think some people call the wire a cable, so I was getting really confused with that. But no, cable needles are completely different for cable stitches, which makes so much sense now. I was like, oh, obviously. But anyway, thank you so much for everyone commenting and yeah, making that make a lot more sense. So yeah, I transferred this to my circular knitting needles, and I realised because of this weight of yarn and this type of yarn, it wasn't working on the circular needles, because when it was on the straight needles I was able to pull the stitches down to kind of make them even, because this type of yarn is like quite hard to work with. So from now on, this yarn I'm just going to use for amigurumis. But yeah, so it was just really difficult, and it was looking a bit looser than before, and it was just not turning out the way I liked it. Like, you can see there's so many like holes, and I just don't like how it turned out, which is such a shame. But I am just going to use this as a little blanket for Marco, my cat, because when I was working on it I like put it over him and I was like, it's the perfect size for him, I will just give it to him. So yeah, I was gonna turn it into a jumper, but then yeah, I was feeling it and I was like, I don't reckon I would wear it because it would be way too thick, and I'm just not a big fan of it. So it's fine, we have not abandoned this project, and like, we're not gonna frog it. This is just a little blanket for Marco now. So yeah, I have learned a lot of things during my knitting journey. So I realised, yeah, so I was using an 8mm pair of needles with this, and it was fine, but the tension was very, very tight. Even though this yarn recommends 8mm knitting needles, I don't know if it's just the way I knit. I like to use, well, this is the same with my crochet, I like to use a bigger hook. I like to use bigger needles. So I started a new project using my 8mm knitting needles, and I thought, let me just try using a 4 medium weight yarn with it. And I really, really love it because I'm able to knit so much easier and quicker because you've got that room. So anyway, let's show you what I've been doing. I'm so excited about this. So yeah. So this is what's now on my needles. And yeah, I've managed to knit this so much quicker than this. And this probably has more stitches, which is insane. So yeah, I am starting again. I am starting a new knitted jumper, so this is technically going to be my very first knitted jumper. So yeah, and I've got these, like I said, on my 8mm circular knitting needles. I need to get some stoppers so I don't have to do this, but this one is, yeah, this panel is probably almost done. I just need to measure, I need to wear one of my jumpers and like measure how long I want it so I can figure out when to stop this. But I did some ribbing at the bottom, which is just 2 knit 2 purl, and then just regular knit and purl, and I think it looks really, really cool. Ooh, okay, don't drop. Don't lose all the stitches, imagine that. Yeah, and then I think the pearl side looks really nice too. Yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but I think my stitches look so much neater. It's probably because this is just a standard acrylic yarn. It's not like a fluffy polyester type of yarn. This is just like your normal yarn. The stitches have come out so much neater and I am so happy with it. Yay! I did try and do a thing because obviously I didn't realise this, but with stockinette knitting, it curls on the edges like really quite drastically, and I tried to neaten it up my edges and I was watching videos on how to do that, and I tried that for a few rows in the purple. I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but I just returned back to knitting and purling every stitch. I was doing the thing where you slip the first stitch, but I didn't like how loose that was turning out, so I just went back to normal, and I just make sure that when I am starting each row I just hold the yarn and make sure I don't tighten it or make it too loose. So, and anyway, I'll be sewing these sides to the other panel anyway, so you won't even see it, so it's fine. And I will probably crochet it all together, as in I will use a crochet hook to sew it all together, all the panels together. So yeah, I've already done this panel so far. This will probably be the back panel, and then I will do the front panel. I don't know if I will do like a little like scoop. I don't know if I'll do like a neckline for the front panel, but we'll reach that when we get to it. So yeah, like I said, I really want to focus on this next week and possibly get it finished because I really want to wear it. I need to talk about the yarn, and also, yeah. And then I still haven't even learned how to increase yet, so we will get to that when we do the sleeves, which will be interesting. But yeah, I'm super happy. So yeah, let's talk about the yarn. So the yarn is, I got it from Hobium, I think a year ago, more than a year ago actually, and it is the Madame Tricot Paris, I'm butchering that, Trend Cake, 100% acrylic, 200, they came in 200 gram cakes. I've got a full one here, that's probably better to show you. In this really fun colorway. You get 360 meters, 394 yards. And what colorway is this? Art number 3025? I don't know, but I have found it on, oh no, color 628. But yeah, I have found this on Ice Yarn, and I think it's called Cakes Aaron, but they're sold out. Like, all of them are sold out, all the colours, it's all sold out. So I've only got 3 cakes. Hopefully that will make and finish my jumper. I am making a cropped jumper, so fingers crossed it's enough yarn, because I literally can't buy any more, which is such a shame. I might have to I don't know, get a different yarn that's similar? I don't know. But yeah, hopefully that is enough. So it's obviously turning out in like stripes, but I want the stripes to not be consistent and be like different widths and lengths. So it started off with this nice pink colour, and then it goes into this dark purple, this bright blue, dark green, and then this olive green, which is super fun. Yay, I'm finally knitting a jumper that I'm super happy about, and it's so much fun. Like, it's so addictive as well, so that is really great. So yeah, I'll probably finish off this panel very soon. I just need to measure it all out, and then I will start working on the second panel, or the front panel. Okay, is that all the knitting updates? My techniques have improved a lot because I'm using big knitting needles. Yeah, like I said, I'm using 8mm knitting needles with 4 medium weight yarn, and I've got a 10mm knitting needle. I've got a pair of 10mm knitting needles, and I feel like I would use those with 5 chunky yarn. So then I was thinking, would I use 6mm needles with 3 DK weight yarn, because that's how like the numbers go if we go in a pattern, if we use maths. So yeah, I should probably pick up a pair of 6mm needles so I can try knitting with some DK yarn and this yarn. But yeah, I really want to get some interchangeable knitting needles. Hopefully I will get them around Christmas time, so I'm just really hyped about knitting at the moment. And then the other week, yeah, last week, I popped into a charity shop and I found this, a Rowan, what are these called, like pattern books? Because yeah, I know about Rowan, I've seen them in videos, like people talk about the catalogue that comes out every year and they have really stunning patterns, and I saw this in the charity shop for £2. I was like, I'm gonna get it. And this is the big, just got bigger one, so it's all big chunky yarn, so I thought that was perfect because obviously I'm a beginner, like chunky yarn is probably the best thing to start on. So yeah, I got this really fun, and this is from like 2004 I believe, so they're very like groovy projects. Yes, 2004. So let me just show you some of my favourite patterns from this. Look at that. That's insane. But like, I could not do that just yet because I don't know how to do cables. Let's see, what else? There are some crochet patterns in here too. This like lacy poncho, that is crochet I believe. Look at these, like look at the texture, and it's like made from chunky yarn. Oh my god, it looks so much fun. But yeah, I'm gonna have to learn how to read knitting patterns, which is another thing I'm excited about. Look at that, that is so fun. I'm so excited. But yeah, this is from 2004, so I reckon some of the yarn is discontinued, but I'm sure you could find replacements. This one combines knitting and crochet, and then look at that vest. Like, some of this stuff is like coming back in style, so this is literally perfect. This one! Look at that cardigan, look how fun! My sister is like, if you make me that, I'm gonna be wearing that all the time. This one is another one of my favourites. So cute! Okay, so I'm really excited about this. Like, the amount of times I just flipped through this and I was like, I want to make that, I want to make that. So yeah, it starts, the first half is like just photos, and then you go into the actual patterns here. I'm so excited! Okay, so a few more updates to go. So this project you probably will remember from ages ago, and you're thinking, Cara, why have you not finished it? And also, you've just not done anything with it. So it's just all attached. It's so many of these motifs attached. I designed this motif, and I want to make it into a cardigan. But obviously now it's like winter and we want to be in like thick and not lacy cardigans. So I'm not really sure what to do with this project, because I obviously want to finish it and I want it to be a nice cardigan, but it would probably be better for spring. So I'm just thinking, would you still like to see a tutorial for this? Should I just wait until the spring to do it? Yeah, basically, do you want a tutorial for this? I mean, what I could do is make a tutorial on these motifs, because you could obviously use it for anything. You could make it into a blanket. Yeah, you could literally turn it into anything you want. Should I just make a tutorial for the motif and how to join, and then just do a weekly crochet vlog on how I'm turning it into a cardigan? That would probably make more sense. Yeah, I think I'll do that. But what do you guys think? Do you want a tutorial for this, and when should I do it? I'm thinking springtime. Okay, and then the last few things to talk about is, so I have set up a coffee page, and I will have the link in the description box below, so if you want to support the channel and buy me a coffee, then that link will be there. It's just coffee/Rambutina, I believe, but yeah, the link will be in the description. And also, really exciting news, I literally need to finish filming this video so I can get on to filming my next video, but it won't be for this channel, it's going to be for my gaming channel. So I've created a channel, Rambutina Gaming, and I will link that in the description box below. That would mean so much to me if you go over there and subscribe. I will be posting Animal Crossing videos. I'm so excited. But yeah, so after I film this video, I'm going to try and film my first ever Animal Crossing video. I don't know how that's going to go. But we will figure it out. But yeah, so I'll be posting my first ever Animal Crossing video very soon, because obviously the update happened and it came a day early, which is today, so I need to film that. And then the DLC, the expansion, comes out tomorrow, and I've already pre-ordered it, and I want to do like a let's play of that. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited! But yeah, so stay tuned for gaming content over on my Rambutina Gaming channel. Yeah, I think that is everything to cover today. I have been talking for so long! But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a lovely day. Happy crocheting or knitting, and I will see you in the next one.